What it do, what it do, what it do. Let it do what it do, what it do.
Jaron Davis.
I'm definitely face of boxing. Absolutely.
They up the level, I'ma up the level with them every time.
I mean what I say, lines only talk.
Oh, Charlo just dropped moving with that sweeping right and goes down face first. It's over.
What it do, what it do, what it do, everybody. This is your boy, KQKC, Unboxing Network. Oh, yeah, I am back. I am back one more time. All right. Now, Knockout Boxing 86 TV, he will be joining us real shortly. Okay? Yes, sir. He doing one thing and he be right in. Now, of course, keep in mind, KQ will have Monday and Tuesday off. I need it. Okay? After this weekend of boxing, after calling 12 fights, I think I need the rest of his voice. All right? But don't worry. Oh, I'll be back Wednesday. I will be back Wednesday, baby. All right? But one thing about it, we can chop it up to knock out pop on in here. We had some great fights this weekend. I mean, I ain't mad at them. I mean, I love the fights that we had. Abdullah Mason, he faced adversity. I saw somebody say that in the chat. This what the young man need. That what the young man needed. He needed to get knocked on his keister for a minute, you know? He needed to get knocked down, but now it's not what you do when you get knocked down, it's what you do when you get up. And that's what he did. He got up and kept that dog in him. He didn't go and stray away. He didn't sit there and set back on that jab. He didn't stay across the street and shoot that jab. He was right back in the pocket. That's what you need. That's what you need. Troy Isley, please get off them damn weights. Get off them weights, son. All right? Weights are not for boxers. All right? Let me say it loud for the people in the back. All right? Weights are not there for boxers. Now, lightweights, yes, I can get that. All right? I can get with that. Now, Kean Davis, man, I like what he did this weekend. I love what he did this weekend. He made a statement. But please, everybody stop rah. Oh, man, he ready for tank. No, he ain't. No, he's not. Because one thing about it is, yes, Limo, yes, did come overweight. But he don't have the fundamental style or the ring IQ of Jaron Davis. All right. So once he fights someone of that caliber, it's hard to say right now. So but let me see what else, what other fight that I can critique for a second while Knockout getting ready to come in. Let's see what else. Let me see. Jesse Ban Rodriguez. Jesse Ban Rodriguez. He's short, but he carry a big stick. Short, but carry a big damn stick. And I mean that too. He carried a big stick. And he showed that yesterday. He showed that last night. It doesn't matter who he fights at 122 or lower or higher. I think he got the power. He's small. He can get downstairs to the body, the left, right body shots. So, man, shout out to Jesse Ban Rodriguez. So don't worry, Knockout be right along. And let me see who all in the building first while I'm running my mouth. All right. And we'll get that out the way. So Knockout just come on in here and get it started. All right. Yes, sir. We got my man. All things is up in here. All right. I'm still a little hoarse, y'all. Y'all have to excuse me. I'm still a little hoarse from Friday and Saturday, but that's all right. I'm going to take Monday and Tuesday off. Don't worry. I ain't disappeared. All right. Don't worry. I'll be back. I'll be back. Nobody run KQ off his platform. Hell no, not me, not the kid. But anyway, we got my man DJ 813. All right, what's going on, DJ? All right, you good? All right, David Hussein is up in here. What's going on, David? Hardcore Casual is up in here. What's going on, Hardcore? All right, how you feel, man? All right, yes, sir. We got the queen up in here. We got the queen up in here. Arena is up in here. We got Mark West up in here. What's going on, Mark? How you feeling, brother? All right. All right. Thank you for that support yesterday. All right. I appreciate it. All right. Yes, sir. I just was saying that yesterday. We had close to 3,000 people in here. And that was on Friday. Yesterday we had close to 3,000 too. But you know, if everybody could give at least $3, you know, and I'm not really saying you all, these guys that don't come here, but just to hear me call fights. Okay, that's cool. I don't care, you know, but still, you know, show that you love it. All right. Because evidently you do, because you keep coming back. So, I mean, show your love. That's all I'm asking. Show your appreciation. All right. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Okay. Who else we got in here? We got Camp 11 up in here. What's up, Camp 11? How you feel? All right. Yes, sir. We got my man Shell. Shell is up in here. What's going on, Shell? All right. How you feel, man? Jay Boxing. What's going on? Yes, sir. GTD. Yes, sir. In the building. All right. Who else we got up in here? Let me see. I got it right now. All right. MC. All right. MC. Von Green Hill is up in here. He got chin tested. Look. Took it like a young man. Yes. Oh, yeah. We're going to be talking about that. All right. Supreme Cam. What's going on, man? Yes, sir. Shalom, beautiful people, man. Shalom to you, my brother. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, sir. All right. Good to see you, man. All right. Yes, sir. Ray Patterson, man. New Jersey. Stand up. Man, KQ's tired? Man, I'm tired, but that's all right. We're going to get through this. All right. Yes, sir. Who else we got up in here? All right. My man Cooking with Sir Senior. All right. Good brother right there. Good brother to know. All right. So if you don't know, man, get to know him. All right. Good brother. All right. Of course, you know, he's a Terrence Crawford fan, which is okay. There's a lot of people Terrence Crawford fans. All right. There's a lot of people Earl Spence fans. There's a lot of people was Earl Spence fan, but they flipped, you know. If you know what I mean. Wink, wink. All right. I told you, y'all ain't gonna see me when I'm coming. All right. But anyway, so seeing good brother. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Good morning to you. All right. Yes, sir. Good morning to you, man. All right. Appreciate you coming in. All right. Who else we got up in here? All right. Let me see. We got David Hussein. Yes, sir. Captain 11. All right. Jay Boston. Did he go up on me or what? God damn. Share. All right. Okay. Bond Green here. All right. Okay. Let me see what else. All right. All right. Yes, sir. I think it went up on me, but that's okay. All right. Yes, sir. We got DJ Charm Music, baby. It's up in here. He came on back. All right. He came on back, baby. Yes, sir. Doran Brown is up in here. Barbara D is up in here. What's going on, Barbara D? Don't worry. KO will be in just shortly, okay? All right. He's doing a couple things real fast, and he'll be right on in. All right. Immortal Pedigree is up in here. Marquis is up in here. Cheese Money is up in here. All right. Yes, sir. All right. Marquis, I got you, I think. All right. Big Charm Music, I think I got you. Oh, Barbara D. Okay. Yes, sir. So I think that's about it for right now. But like I say, I will be off tomorrow. Listen now. Tomorrow and Tuesday. Tuesday, my regular day off. But I'm gonna take an extra day to, you know, work the rest pipes. Okay, because man, I'm, you know, these 2 days was good fights though. It was good fights. But when you're calling 12 fights, you know, it took a lot out of you. All right. Now, I'm gonna bring up my guy, my partner. You know, this man knockout boxing had a hellified month. I mean, he been making the news. He been, man, tearing up the internet. And nobody want that smoke with him. Because he showed you what he can do in the sport of boxing. All right. He studied that shit. Right. He dream about that shit. You know, I mean, you know, he just, you know, he just one of them guys, right, that know his shit. So you better beware. All right. When you step to him, man, you better beware and you got your shit together. Right. So let me bring up, without further ado, my man, Knockout Boxing 86 TV. What's going on, Knockout?
Shit, I feel like I need to do a ring walk after that introduction. Shit, hey, shit. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir,
Shit,
man.
what's up, man? How you doing this morning, man?
Man, I'm doing all right. Yes, sir. I
Yes,
say I'm
sir,
gonna go
man.
ahead and get the intro out out the way. Get the roll call out the way and everything. Now, keep in mind that Cash App on Knockout, add TV to that. I haven't changed it yet, but it's Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Okay,
Yeah.
just got 86 on there, but we'll
Yeah,
change
yeah,
it
yeah.
next week.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
all good, man. How you doing this morning, man? I know you had a hellified weekend, boy. You didn't call like 30, 11 fights, boy. You called like 2,226 fights, boy. I know you tired, boy. Don't go to sleep on me now.
No, no.
Don't fall
I,
asleep on me this morning, man.
no. See, I'm cool because see, I drank a whole bottle of wine Friday, but Saturday I didn't drink
Yeah.
nothing. You know, so I'm good to go this morning. But I'm gonna take
Already.
Monday and Tuesday off this week. Yeah.
Shit, I ain't
Yes.
mad. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that, man. But you done spoke to everybody, man. You ready to get this going? I got so many
Yeah.
topics for you, man. I got
Yeah. I
so
spoke
much
to
to talk
everybody.
about.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So let's jump right to it because a lot of hot topics, a lot of things to cover. Both inside the ring and then had some real good news outside.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I apologize. I saw a sewer chat up here.
Oh yeah,
And
go catch that.
let me catch that. Okay, we got Marquis in the super chat. What's going on, Marquis? Yes, sir. With that $2 holla. He said great calls this weekend. Yes, sir. I appreciate that, brother. All right. Yes, sir. We got my man DJ813. He didn't say nothing but here. Support, baby, and support for KQ
Yes, sir.
and KO. All right. Yes, sir. I appreciate you, brother. All right. All right. Yes, sir. Go right ahead and knock out.
All right, man. So it's so many. I like shows like this because every name we talk about is a big name, whether it's a prospect or a champion or a contender. We get to cover some of the brightest stars in boxing today, which is always one of my favorite shows when we had these stat cards, Friday, Saturday, all of that stuff, man. One thing I want to talk about, we weren't able to watch it because I didn't watch it, at least. Maybe you did, but I was watching Boots Ennis on Saturday. But another fighter that fought on Saturday was Subriel Matias making his comeback. I was able to catch the highlights. And Subriel Matias won by second round knockout, but he was hurt in the first round, but he did bounce back and get the stoppage in the second round, man. What do you think of Subriel Matias, the quote unquote boogeyman of 140 pounds, coming back and getting a win and trying to get back to the top of 140 pounds, man? What you got on Subriel right now?
Well, I'm trying to tell everybody, first of all, everybody human. He bleeds just like I bleed. Okay? There's no doubt about it. Now, of course, he ran into something or someone that pretty much stopped that forward motion. But he's still tough enough to pick up the pieces. See, that's what a good fighter does. Pick up the pieces where he dropped. And, of course, he did that. He came back and got a win. Now, I know it's not that big of a win, but it's big in his book. It's big in his mind. And that's what fighters need. Fighters need that. Fighters need that that inspiration, that courage, or that confidence. That's what they need. And right now, Matias, now he's back, and now he's gonna be throwing with authority again. He's not gonna be gun shy, which I'm glad to see that, because some fighters it take a toll on them, but it didn't take a toll on Subriel Matias. He came in there and yes, he weathered the storm, and then he came back and made it rain again. So so man, good shit for Matias.
Yeah, I think as he continues to fight at the top of the level, at the top levels, you know, he got to worry about his defense, number one, and number two, like when you have his style, KQ, where you throw 80 to 100 punches and everything you throwing is with power, you got to have great conditioning. You got to have great cardio. You got to be in hellified shape. And he's in his mid-30s now, and he's been making 140 forever. I think part of the problem is he been in the weight class too long. You know, as you get older, you've been following boxing a long time. As you get older, it get harder to make weight. Shit, you know, when you was 22, 23 years old, you make that shit drop 10, 15 pounds, no problem. Right. Now you're 32 years old, you dropping that same weight at that same weight class. That shit take a toll on you. So I think he's dealing with that. And then he did change trainers for this fight. So maybe it has something to do with a new trainer. But for me, man, he got to find a way to get back, because when he was at his best, to me, his high guard was better. It was a very active high guard, and he was catching and shooting a lot. Now it seems like he's just lunging in at guys, trying to be aggressive instead of like catching and countering off his guard and using his hand speed. So we'll see what's going on with him, but I definitely think the weight cut of fighting at 140 pounds is taking a toll on him. You got guys, and then you think about it, you got guys like him. You got guys like Josh Taylor. You got guys like Regis Prograis, these career 140 pounders that only fought at 140. These young guys like Liam Perot, in the case of Subriel, Teofimo Lopez in the case of Josh Taylor, and Jack Catterall in the case of Josh Taylor, Devin Haney in the case of Regis, and then you got what Teofimo did to Josh Taylor, and then what obviously Perot did to Matias. These young guys are coming in. And they taking over from these guys, man, because these guys are staying at this weight class and end up losing eventually. So we'll see what happens with him moving forward. He did get in the win column, so I would like to see him get the winner of Perot and Richardson Hitchens. I think that would be a good fight for him to get a rematch, try to get his belt back. Or if somehow the winner, like let's say Perot wins and retains his title, if he's fighting somebody else, then I like to see Matias and Richardson Hitchens mix it up. You know, I think there's some good fights for him over there on Matchroom and DAZN that can be made moving forward in the year 2025. But overall, Subriel Matias got the W. We'll see what's next for him, man. You got anything else on that?
No. I know one thing, Knockout. When you change trainers, like you said he did, I don't know who he has now. But trainers, they train you a different way. They're trying to change your style, you know. And this is what I was saying about Errol Spence and Derrick James. You know, Errol Spence is just maybe a couple years from retiring or sooner. And only one that knows your mannerisms, only one that knows what you're capable of doing and not doing is your trainer. But when you start changing trainers and things like that, adding and subtracting and from your team, you know, things don't get situated. Things don't get, you know, like it should be. You know, so Matias, I hope this will be a learning curve for him where, you know, stick with your trainer, trying to rapport with him, all right? Trying to listen and make it last, you know, because, you know, you don't need all these trainers. You know, one trainer should be one in your career, maybe two at the most, and that's it. So that's all I got. Yeah.
All right, man. Let's keep it going, man. Next up on the docket, man, we got to talk about the young phenom, best prospect in boxing. We got to talk about Abdullah Mason, who turned out to have a round of the year and ended up getting a knockout in the second round. Man, I was so impressed with his performance, and I'll get to why I think that in a minute. But what did you think of Abdullah Mason getting up off the canvas after 2 knockdowns and getting the job done and getting the stoppage against Johan Vasquez, man? What did you think of his performance?
Definitely prospect of the year. Definitely prospect of the year. Abdullah Mason is young. I think in 19 and 20. Okay. Hell, I don't care if he's 21. He weathered the storm.
He 20. No. He was right. He was 20.
Okay, 20. Okay. He weathered the storm at the age of 20. Was he expecting that? No. But how did he handle it? He handled it like a big dog. He didn't go out there, like I told you all earlier. He didn't go out there and step back and work that jab. He didn't stand back at the end of his jab. What he did was he went in there like a big dog. He went in there and showed that I got dog, that I'm not a hype job. He went in there and did what he's supposed to do. He went in there and closed the show. He went in there and went imano. He showed the strength. He showed his height. He showed what he can do. So, yes, he caught a flash knockdown. He needed that. He needed that. That's what you need when you're a young prospect, right? You need that. And now that he got that, now he knows what to do when that come across again. So that makes him even better. That makes him even better. I don't care what rank he is. That makes him a better fighter because he went in there. He came in there. He didn't stray away. He went in there, let's go. Let's go. And he got down small and came up tall with that uppercut and a body shot. And man, oh man. And I'm like, hey, I'm smiling. I'm like, man, this young guy, I think he got it together. He's no nonsense. You don't hear nothing about him going in and out of jail outside the ring. You don't see him doing nothing silly and crazy. He's pretty much poised. He pretty much disciplined. You know, he's well spoken. You know, and he's a businessman. Did you see that after the fight? He talking to the ESPN guys. Hey, he plugging his business. He plugging his business. You know, so I mean, this man getting off of this young man is getting off to a great start. You know, I mean, what else can you say about him? You know, and I'm excited about this guy. You know, I'm very excited about him.
Yeah, so three things. Number one, he gotta be more patient in the ring. So part of that was he was being impatient, and he went in there in the first round and went right at the dude. You got 8 rounds, bro. You got 8 rounds, and you got one of the if you pay attention to Abdullah, his jab is nasty. So pepper him with the jab, starting off. Get your distance, pepper him with the jab. He just went straight at him. Number two, he got a problem with how he hold the phone. So this is my left hand because of the camera. He holding the phone like this, KQ, and his chin is still right here. He got to bring that shit right here. That's how he got caught. He was throwing the uppercut from too far out, number one. But when you throwing that uppercut or you throwing the hook and you got your other hand right here, you know they're going to come back from the other side. So he was holding the phone. He just had that shit too far back here, and the shot snuck right in front of his glove and caught him on the chin. Both times it was the same punch. All you got to do is fix that shit. All you got to do is fix that shit instead of holding it back here. Hold it right here so there's no room between your chin and your glove. And he would have been all right. He'd have caught that shit off the glove. He had the right idea. He just had that bitch back too far. So he bring that shit up here. That problem is fixed. So patience, fix how you hold the phone. And other than that, bro, I like the performance, and I think it's his best performance that I've ever seen him have. And here's why. Because I learned something about him. Let's just be real. Up until this point, he's had 5 fights this year. This was the only fight where you can say, okay, I learned something about Abdullah Mason. The other 4 fights, he just went over there and he steamrolled the dudes. He steamrolls the dudes, bro. You know what I mean? He just ran over him. In that fight, he taught us all something about him that we now know will happen as he steps up in competition. And that's this, KQ. And I think it's very important for a fighter, in my personal opinion. And that is, if it gets tough, he gonna fight harder. If it get tough, if he get hurt, if he get down on the cards, if somebody's beating him or whatever, he just gonna bring that dog out. And I think that's important to know because we don't know that about some prospects. We don't know how they face adversity. You know what I mean? We don't know how some champions. Let's just be real. Some champions that have been match made so perfectly and have fought their way up. We don't even know how they face adversity yet. Like one guy that he sparred with, one guy that he's in competition with, or that I don't want to say competition with because Shakur's on another level, but one guy that we can point to is how does Shakur Stevenson face adversity? We don't really know because we ain't never seen him face adversity. We do know that he shies away from power and he shies away from aggressiveness, and he wants to do everything he can to keep it from being a fight. We know Abdullah welcomes a fight, though. We know that about him now. So for me, I thought it was a very, very good performance. I thought that it showed me a lot about him, and I was highly impressed with what he was able to do in the ring. So that's my opinion on the fight, man. I like that, bro. I really like what I saw from the young man, and I still have him as the second best fighter at 135 pounds. Y'all go argue with yourselves. Go argue with yourselves. I still think that highly of that young man. Thought it was a great performance, man. You got anything else on it?
Nah, no, I was saying that you were saying that the problem that he had was when he fought the other night. You see, that told us something about him. The other fights didn't tell us nothing about him because he went on in there and did what he had to do, get him out of there. But this fight, it definitely showed us what he's made of. You know, we know that he got that dog in him. We know he ain't straying away from no violence. Okay, let me put it that way. We know that he has that jab. He has the strength. He's young. I mean, he's learning. I mean, all that, man. Think about it. Yeah, think about this, chat. Think about this knockout. I mean,
Yeah.
we talking about, man, 3 years from now. Where would this young man be? Not only he be 23, but where would he be? That's the thing about it. You know, will he be undisputed? Will he be the face of boxing? Or, I mean, because he's exciting. He's exciting. People like this. People like this. People like blood. People like banging. People like going in there and this and that. But one thing about a knockout, I said earlier that sometimes you might have to change, and that's he's gonna have to talk a little shit sometimes. He's disciplined, and I don't know if there's such thing as too disciplined, but he might have to, talk that talk sometimes, so he can walk the walk. Well, he got to talk the talk sometimes. And I know when you interviewed him, everything was just so serious,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just, sometimes, you just got to let loose sometimes, and so we'll see.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he'll step into himself as he becomes older. He's only 20 years old. He's kind of trying to make sure he says and does the right things. You can kind of tell he cares he cares what people think of him right now. And you get to a certain point where you just don't give a fuck what nobody think about you no more. So it is what it is. Like he'll get there, man. He'll get what you're talking about. I just, as far as in the ring though, I just don't see anything. I don't see anything wrong with his game plan. I don't see anything wrong with who he is. Well, I do see something wrong with his game plan. I don't see anything wrong with his game, and I don't see nothing wrong with who he is as a fighter. And the young man's a phenom. Y'all gonna see, bro. Y'all gonna see. Oh, you crazy? You think he that good? Y'all gonna see, bro. Y'all gonna see. And then when you see, okay, you okay? All right, my bad, KO. Y'all see, bro. Y'all see. Let's move.
Okay, real fast. Okay, I'm sorry. Real fast. I appreciate Mr. Pedigree, baby, and that Cash App this morning. All right. Thank you. All right. And don't forget, like I say, Knockout Boxing 86 TV is on his Cash App. All right.
Yes,
I
sir.
got the TV. I had to change that to TV. Okay. So just that's in his Cash App right there, and just put TV at the end. Okay. So show him some support also. Because Knockout been on fire this month. All right. Okay.
All right, man. So the main event on that card, we gotta talk about what Kean Davis was able to do to Gustavo Lemons, bro. We gotta talk about Kean. What did you think of Kean's performance, man?
At first, and I'm gonna be honest, I think Kean had a goddamn big mouth. I think he talked a lot of ish. But I have to give him credit. He did come out and showed us something. He came out, used his foot speed. He knew that Lemos was going to bring the fire. He knew he was another pit bull cruise. Just come straight ahead, not jamming his way in, but just coming straight ahead to bulldoze you down. Of course, he weathered that storm and he was hitting, but he wasn't trying to knock him out. What he was trying to do is just box him. Go to the victory. But of course, Nemo ran into a couple things, and that goes to show you, sometimes overweight don't mean that, he gonna dominate you, so sometimes that can help with the other fighter because your petrol, that petrol is running out, but I don't think, and now when he had that knockout, everybody hollering, oh, watch out, Tank. Watch out, Tank. Listen, Lemo is a big guy, no doubt about it. Big and short in stature. But he's nowhere he's nowhere fundamentally sound unlike a Javante Davis. Now I'm not taking nothing from Keyshawn. He did a great job by putting in 10,000 people in Virginia. And now another thing, I'm not hating, but you're not a seller. You sold at home. That's what you're supposed to do. I mean, if you fight in Omaha, Terrence Crawford gonna sell the place out. But we know Terrence Crawford don't sell very well. So, but Keyshawn did what he did, and hey man, more power to him. Because I ain't gonna knock him because he did what he did, and he showed up and showed out. But is he ready for Tank? Not 11-0. No, not right now. Tank just way better as far as ring generalship, ring IQ, everything. Now, one day, yes, maybe. One day, maybe. And even Tank said, hey, man, good shit. He tweeted good shit, man, good stuff. I mean, he enjoyed the fight. So, I mean, let's just slow down, and this is our problem right now. We jumped the gun too much. We jump the gun too much and say, oh, this guy mad. And what Tank always usually do, all right? He usually make a fool out of everybody, right? And then next thing you know, he got knocked out, right? But this guy was give Tank a hard job.
We gonna get to Keyshawn and Tank because I gotta ask you a question about that. We're gonna get there, I promise.
So, but anyway, that's all I got then. Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis put on a great performance, man. I was highly impressed with the way that he handled Gustavo Limons. He took a dude that was trying to cheat him, because that's exactly what Gustavo Limons was trying to do.
Yeah,
he was trying to cheat. Yeah, he was trying to cheat him by playing games with the weight, missing weight on purpose, and doing his goddamn thing. You know what I mean? And trying to. But shout out to Keyshawn Davis going anti-Devin Haney and being smart and putting the next day weigh in on his ass, making sure that if he don't make that weigh in, nigga, the fight is off. So salute to the businessman for that. Something that Devin Haney should have did with Ryan Garcia ass. So I want to say that was very smart, and I like the fact that he did that shit, man. I really, really do. So for me, I thought it was a great performance from him inside the ring, catching Limos coming in, countering him, keeping his distance, and making sure Limons didn't get anything off on him. He really used his length well in that fight, and he didn't do the Richardson Hitchens game plan where he just moving around the ring unnecessarily. He just stayed on his back foot and walked him in the shots and used his aggressiveness against him, and he ended up getting a stoppage in dramatic and extraordinary fashion. So I was very impressed with him. Now, I would like to say shout out to Dante Hall and the real Keyshawn Davis fans has been rocking with him from day one. And I want to say, get off of Terrence Crawford nuts to all the people that's only Keyshawn Davis fans because they like Terrence Crawford. That's what I want to say, bro. Like, I know I see a lot of people rocking with Keyshawn now, all because they just Terrence Crawford fans. So they Terrence Crawford fans, KQ. And so since they Bud fans, they like Shakur too. Since they like Crawford and Shakur, now they on Keyshawn Davis dick. Get off his dick, bro, just because you love Terrence Crawford. That shit whack, bro. That shit whack. So shout out to Dante Hall. And shout out to the real Keyshawn Davis fans, bro. The rest of y'all, stop it, bro. just stop it. That shit is annoying, bro. That shit is crazy, man. They don't even like Keyshawn for real. They just love Bud. And Keyshawn is trained by Bomac, so fuck it. I like Keyshawn too. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Now, other than that, bro, great performance. Wonderful job by him. So let's move on from the performance. Now, after the performance, very interesting shit happened, right? Keyshawn Davis say, hey man, Tank, knock Javante, knock Javante. Then I think in the post-fight press conference, he said, y'all talking about what he gonna do if he touch my chin. What I'm gonna do if I touch his chin? Yeah, what I'm gonna do if I touch his chin? So he is acting like he really won't smoke with Javante Tank Davis. What do you think of that, man? Tank and Keyshawn calling out Tank.
Well, look, I'm gonna give it to him. That's what he's supposed to do. He's in the same division, and he just won. He's feeling good. He got good vibes, and he's feeling courageous. But you better be careful. You better be careful what you wish for, because you just might get it, and you might not get what you want. You might not get what you think you're gonna get. So a lot of people have been in that same position, trying to call out Gervonta Davis. Now, I'm no fanboy, but you got to hear the truth. The truth is the truth. Everybody been in that position. Everybody calling out the money man, the face of so-called face of Boston and everything. But still, in all, they fall short. They fall short. Why? It's one reason or another. They wasn't ready. Or they had
Not
a
to cut
sore
you
hand.
off, KQ, but shout out to my beautiful wife, Miss KO. What's up, baby? Go ahead, KQ.
Hey, what's going on, Miss KO? How you doing? All right. Yes, sir. But most definitely, Tank is not taking it seriously because Tank would be a rah right back at him. But Keyshawn, don't get too crazy. All right, because see, first of all, when you say send a contract the other day, first of all, you knew he couldn't send a contract because you having a fight and he having a fight. Now, once his fight is over with, your fight definitely will be over with. Then I guarantee you, knockout, you won't hear nothing from Keyshawn. Nothing like that. Because see, shit is getting real now. It's getting real now. Now they got him set up for Baranchek. Of course, yes, he can go that route. Most definitely he's going that route. And then he can fight for unification.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he can do. So, but still in all, Keyshawn's not ready for Tank. Listen, y'all got to understand this. Tank is a different type of fighter. He's not growing anymore, so let's stop the Devin Haney train and all that shit. All right, but Tank is a different fighter. He's been fighting since he was 7 years old. He's like a kind of like, and I don't want to compare him to Floyd, but he smelled punches coming. That's how good he is. That's how long he been around. That's how good he is. So he knows the ring IQ. He knows how to fight on the front and back foot. Right? He know how to set traps. He know all that. And that's one thing I told y'all last night about boxing. You can be boxing for 10 years and you still learning. You still learning. All right? That's one thing that we love about the sport. You don't know everything. And one thing about Keyshawn, he's going to have to understand that. All right? It doesn't matter how big you are. Look how big Rolly was. Right? Rolly was big and he could punch. But what happened? What happened? Tank set a trap. Bam. He ran right into it. Same way with Keyshawn. So you always got to find that weak link in that person. And Tank always find that weak link. So, I mean, Keyshawn, listen, man, stay in your lane right now. You're only 11-0, 12-0 now. So stay in your lane with a guy that's 30-0. So and happy belated birthday to Gervonta Davis.
Yes, sir. Right. You got that super chat, man.
Oh yeah. Tony Vision in the super chat. He said that 10,000 means nothing. Top ranked company tickets have to wait for the commission report. Like Ennis, all of a sudden only half the venue filled. Yeah. I seen that. And one more thing. Let me grab this Cash App. Okay. This Cash App. Shout out to my man, Mr. Clark. All right. R. Clark. I'm gonna just say that. In that Cash App. All right. I'm about to sing. In that Cash App.
Yeah, shout out to R. Clark as well. Appreciate you, man, when they cash out with the 10 piece. So Keyshawn Davis, Gervonta Davis. Damn. Man, I want to see that fight. I want to see that fight. Like, Keyshawn made me at least think about, do I want to see Tank versus Keyshawn more, or do I want to see Tank versus Shakur more? Mm-hmm. Because I feel like Shakur would just try to survive, and I feel like Keyshawn would actually come to fight. I feel like Keyshawn would actually try to fight more how he talk versus Shakur, who's going to talk just like Keyshawn. He going to talk just like Tank, but he going to get in that bitch and he going to be in survival mode the whole goddamn night. I think Keyshawn would at least try to come fight. So that's number one. Number two, the fight's not realistic, which is why I get so mad. And fans of these fighters like Shakur, Keyshawn, they get mad. They get mad at me for telling you the truth. But the truth of the matter is, in the middle of all that calling out, he verified that Barinchyk is next. So in the middle of all that Tank talk, they letting you know he's not fighting Tank next. He's fighting Dennis Barinchyk. That's number one. Number two, being in boxing and understanding how shit works. When you win a title for Top Rank, your contract automatically extends because of a clause in your contract. So when he beats Barinchyk, assuming he beats him, his contract is going to automatically extend for Top Rank. And I know that Top Rank is not going to put him in with Tank Davis for the first fight of his contract that just got extended. So I know the first two fights, he ain't fighting no fucking Tank Davis. So for me, bro, to hear all of this, like, it's fun to talk about. You know what I mean? It's fun to go back and forth. That's cool. Do your thing. But it's nothing more than your typical Gervonta Tank Davis clout chase, KQ, and everybody in the chat. That's all it is. It's your normal, regularly scheduled Gervonta Tank Davis clout chase. I know I'm not fighting him next. I know I'm not fighting him in my fight after that. So let me talk a bunch of shit so that my fans can come around. People that hate Tank Davis can come around and now just watch KQ like clockwork, like it was with Devin Haney, like it is with Shakur Stevenson. Every fight that Kean Davis has now, he's fighting that fight because Tank Davis didn't send him a contract. Not because Top Rank had plans for him, not because he already knows how his goddamn career is going to go and how it's played out. It's going to always be because Tank Davis didn't send him a contract. He's only fighting Barinchyk because Tank didn't send him a contract. He's only going back to Virginia to do a hometown defense and a homecoming fight again because Tank didn't send him a contract. He's only unifying with the IBF champion, who might be Raymond Muratalla at that time. He's only fighting the in-house unification fight against Raymond Muratalla because Tank didn't send him a contract. Like, it's going to be the same shit over and over and over again, bro.
Yeah.
And that's the annoying part about it. It's like, it's fun to talk about. I want to see the fight. I want to watch the fight, but I know it's not happening because I know Keyshawn is not available to fight.
Right.
He's not available. So I'm looking for Tank versus Loma, Tank versus Shakur, if they still in boxing, and then maybe Keyshawn down the line. But it's fun to talk about. I thought he put on a great performance. I thought that he did his thing. But all of this clout chasing the Tank Davis, I want to see you call him out when you're available. Don't do the Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson was just like Keyshawn. Boy, you couldn't get him to shut up by Tank. He was all on Tank helmet when he was signed to Top Rank. Tank was ducking. I want all the smoke with everybody. Then he become a free agent, and then he go sign to the run promotional company that don't have nobody that he said he wanted to fight, bro. That's why I be saying you can't take you got to wait till these dudes is available to see if they really mean what they saying. Yeah. Because Shakur Stevenson is a perfect example. He's Keyshawn's big brother. He's supposed to be the big dog. He's supposed to be the big brother. Bro, I watched him, KQ, call out everybody from Tank Davis to Pitbull Cruz to Ryan Garcia to Lomachenko to Navarrete to Raymond Muratalla. I watched that young man call out everybody, KQ. Then when he became a free agent, he signed to the one promotional company that don't have none of those fighters. After all that talking, KQ, can you imagine the disappointment, bro, that I felt like after all of that talking, he signed to the one person or the one team that ain't got nobody that he said he wanted to fight. So I want to see what Keyshawn does when he's actually able to make his own decisions and he's actually able to fight and he comes from behind that Top Rank plan and what they got planned for him. But for right now, y'all can get excited as you want. Y'all can do whatever you want. That fight's not happening no time soon because Keyshawn Davis will be fighting Dennis Barinchyk for the WBO belt, and that's going to extend his Top Rank contract, and they're not going to extend his contract and then risk him losing in the first fight of his extension, just so y'all know.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know. So that's all I got on it, man, on Tank and Keyshawn. We'd love to see the fight. We'll hope that the fight could come to fruition. I just know how boxing works, and I know that shit ain't happening no time soon. So it is what it is. We got a better chance of getting Tank versus Loma, a better chance of getting Tank versus the winner of Williams Zepeda and Shakur Stevenson. Those are the fights that we got a better chance of getting, man.
Yeah. My man, Ton of Vision, once again, in the $2 holler said, Abdullah needs work. Second best Why are you lying?
Oh, ain't nobody lying, bro. That's my opinion. And yeah, he need work. He need less work than a lot of fighters that you probably got ranked ahead of him. We can go through the list. Just come over to my show. We can go through the list, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We can go through the list if you want to. That's fine. But yeah, he need work. He need to work on his patience. He need to work on making sure that when he hold the phone, it's in the proper position. I can give you the long list of shit Keyshawn need to work on, or a long list of shit that Tank need to work on too. I can give you a long list of shit that Shakur Stevenson need to work on. For sure. I can give you a lot. I can give you a lot. And whoever else you got ahead of them, bro. I can give you a lot. But that's all I got on the KQ. KQ, let's get to the other card, man. Let's talk about this Jaron Boots Ennis card, man. We got to talk about first the upset of the night, the upset of the weekend that messed up everybody's parlay, including mine. Khalil Cole got his ass whooped. He got the fight beat out of his ass, bro. He got the fight beat out of him against fucking Manuel Gallegos. And it all started with a dumbass second round, but I'll get there in a minute. What did you think of the upset? Bro, Manuel Gallegos was a 20-1 underdog, bro. That means if you put $100 on him to win that fight, you would have won $2,000, bro.
Oh, man.
What did you think of Khalil Cole getting his ass whooped last night?
You know, he started off well, you know, and I'm looking at him and I'm like, you know, okay, he's sticking that jab. He popping the head back of Gallegos. I mean, he was. I mean, he just touching him, popping him back, popping like a trampoline, baby, popping him back like a trampoline. Right? But and then he got hit with something. And that changed the whole fight. That changed his whole moxie, you know. And then next thing you know, he throwing way across the street. He throwing way back where he can get countered. And it seemed like and goes zap the courage out of him. Now, of course, I wanted to see that dog in Cole. And Cole now, he's shelling up. He's shelling up. He even took a knee because the onslaught was so bad that he had to take a knee. Now, he wasn't hurt. I mean, he took a knee like Jamel did with Canelo. You know, so, but Cole, I was expecting more out of him. But, of course, we didn't get that. Now, I told everybody, you know, sometimes fighters do come in and not doing like 100%. Sure, your hands is messed up or something like that, like Floyd Mayweather said. Everybody don't come in 100%. But Cole, I didn't see nothing wrong with this guy. I didn't see nothing wrong with it but the muscles. I keep on telling y'all. I keep on saying it, and I'm going to keep saying it. Fighters should not be lifting weights. He started running out of petrol. He started getting tired. He started holding on, you know? And I'm like, man, he's holding on so fast. You know, so fast. And the fight just got started good, you know? And still waste. It's still waste. I'm telling you right now. You know, you can't stand your jab like you want to because you got them tight arms and tight muscles all up in here, you know, and now, of course, Gallegos, he came in there and he showed up and showed out. Some fighters come to win. He came to win last night. That's what he did. He came to win, you know, and Cole couldn't handle it. And next time he might be more prepared next time. So that's all I got on him. You know?
I saw what I saw was somebody that was boxing beautifully in the first round, got overconfident, and decided that he was gonna go high guard to high guard with a Mexican that wasn't hurt yet, and that Mexican caught him with some good shots in the second round and changed the whole complexion of the fight because Khalil Cole did some stupid shit. Yep. That's what I saw, bro. If you go back, no, I'm dead ass serious, bro. Like that first round, Gallegos couldn't touch him. He was popping the jab. He was countering him. He had all that shit. Then he decided in the second round, since he fought so good in the first round, he just going to put his high guard on, walk to him, start taking stupid shots, and get in the war with the dude for no goddamn reason, bro. And as a result, he couldn't pull it back. He couldn't pull it back to what he was doing in the first round because now you done got the dude confidence up. You done got you done took some shots. Now you done zapped you with a body shot or something, and now you fucked off for the rest of the fight because you went in there and you did some stupid shit. Now, if he would have boxed how he boxed in the first round, the second round, maybe the third round, maybe the fourth round. Now in the fifth round, you might got his confidence zapped. You might got his stamina zapped. Maybe you peppered him with the jab enough. Now you can try to walk him down and try to big dog him and shit. You don't do that shit in the second round, bro.
Right.
You don't do that shit in the second round. You had every advantage. You had every advantage over him. And if you want to say he got tired, I feel like I saw him start getting tired like the fifth round, and that's because he was in a war at that time, bro. He was going punch for punch, throwing punch for punch, trying to go at the dude when he should have just kept boxing him how he did in the first round, bro.
Exactly.
And that fucked up the whole fight for him. I'm in the second round. I'm yelling. I'm watching you yelling at the TV like, bro, this is dumb. What are you doing? What are you doing? It ain't like he forced him into a fight. Khalil Cole put his high guard on and start trying to push him back. Like, no, you let them brick ass feet, them slow feet, keep walking to you, keep jabbing and making them miss like you was doing the whole fucking first round where he couldn't touch you. Why would you change up something that was working so well? And then his corner was telling him the same shit.
Yeah.
And he didn't listen to him. So I felt like, yes, you got to give Gallegos credit, but a lot of that was a stupid ass adjustment or lack thereof from Khalil Cole.
Yeah.
A stupid facts Planet 619. He tried to put the what they say, the apple before the horse or the cart before the horse or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
He tried to do the shit backwards, bro. You keep on boxing him, you keep making him look bad, you catching him with counters that he don't see coming. Then the back half of the fight, once you up 5-0 and his energy zapped and he tired of swinging and missing, and you done caught him with all them counters. Now he done softened up. Now you can walk to him and see if you can get him out of there, bro. But doing that shit in the second round fucked up his entire fucking fight. And I agree with Shell. And I put this shit in your chat last night, KQ. Eddie Hearn's fucking cursed, bro. Eddie Hearn's cursed. I'm worried about Boots Ennis. I'm worried about Boots.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm worried about Boots. Boots was trash last night. We're gonna get there. His performance was garbage. We're gonna get there. The only one I ain't worried about is my boy Bam Bam. We can talk about him right now. The only one I ain't worried about, KQ, is my boy Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Boy, that is a bad boy, man. That boy there's a bad boy. You can have whoever you want from 122 down. I got Bam.
Man.
I got Bam, bro. I got Jesse Bam Rodriguez over all of them.
Man.
What did you think of his performance last night, man? Bam Bam. Doing his thing, man.
Man, I mean, the young man, how old is he?
24. 24, okay. 2 division, unified champion of the world, pound for pound fighter out of San Antonio, Texas, Jesse Bam Rodriguez, man.
Man, Bam, man, I like his maturity. Okay, yeah, he's short in stature. He's shorter than what y'all think he is. But still in all, he carries himself like a big dog. He carries himself like a big dog outside the ring. Then once he in the ring, he carries himself like a big dog too. He took his time. He saw what Guevara was bringing to the table. And then, of course, he started touching him slowly. Nothing rushing. Nothing that rushing at all. You know, he saw some opening, but he didn't rush it because he didn't know what Guevara was doing, counter punching or what. All right. So what he did was he just touched him downstairs. We saw a lot of body work by Bam in the first couple of rounds. Slow that movement down because Guevara was up on his toes, move to the left, move to the right, move to the left, right, fire, you know. But then Rodriguez, he started stepping on the gas. Other words, he started going for that hunt. Started coming strong with them body shots. Now, Bam Rodriguez. Now, I'm gonna jump over to when he knocked him out for good. Now, Bam Rodriguez fight in an awkward style. He's a southpaw, but he can hit you at any different angles. When he knocked out Guevara, he hit Guevara while his body was toward. All right, his body was halfway toward, but he came up with an uppercut like this. he ran into it just like that. And of course, next thing I know, he was out. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I missed that shit, right? And I'm calling the fight, and I missed that. Because I'm like, man, what he run into? You know, and find out he ran into that fist, that uppercut. That's what he ran into. But Bam Rodriguez, he's one of them type of fighters where he just got that dog in him. He got that little man complex. Say, come get it. Come get some. And yes, some people do try to go get some. And yes, sir, he deserves everything he's getting because he's fighting everybody. He's fighting everybody, and anybody want to smoke, he'll get it. You know, and like I say, he Monster in the way. That would be a good fight once he get up. You know,
I want Monster, I want Junto, and I want Chocolatito.
Yes, sir. You know, now someone asked me about Chocolatito last night, and I said, well, hopefully he won't be too old by that time. You know, and maybe he still be fighting. I don't know, but there's plenty of fights for Bam. Once he, you know, just be patient, he'll get them. Now, one thing about it, you can see the love they got for this young man. He couldn't get out the stadium, couldn't get out the ring without taking pictures, signing orders.
He stole the show. He stole the show last night, bro.
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely he stole the show. I mean, even ESPN commentators, you know, they saying, listen, Bruce Anderson had a lackluster performance, but Bam Rodriguez really put on a show, you know. So I mean, when your name is ringing out like that, and you know, yes, you short, yeah, I get it. He's short in stature. A lot of guys don't write. Look at Fanan. Fanan don't watch little anybody under 126. He just don't watch. They're just him, you know. But I do. I watch all boxing, you know. And one thing about it is, you know, Bam Rodriguez, he commanding the small little weights right now.
Yeah,
he took the Estradas, he took the Chocolitos, he took them places, he took all them, you know, and now he's the head man down there. And now he's coming up. He's coming up slowly but surely, you know, and we're gonna get that big fight with him and Monster. So, come Monster now, he's tired.
Yeah, Monster don't run up the featherweight. Stay your ass right there at 122. Bam coming to get your ass, boy. Yeah, straight up. And for everybody saying Bam only fight old fighters, last I checked, Sonny Ed was 28 years old. And he was the best fighter in that division when Bam fought him. Sonny Ed was 28 years old. So that's number one. Number two, if Bam fight Cool Boy, Bam Rodriguez will fuck Stephen Cool Boy Fulton up, bro. He will beat him up and stop him, bro. Badly, dog. So that's to everybody in the chat that was talking. Now, for his performance against Pedro Guevara, another former world champion. Like you said, bro, his style is so unique because he's a pressure fighter. Got a nasty jab coming forward, but he can counterpunch you while he's coming in. And then when he gets inside, his footwork and his angles are so crazy. He did a whole, like that uppercut that you didn't see. It's because he hurried up and took an angle to his left. Old buddy turning around looking for him. And by the time he find him, he run into a goddamn right uppercut that put his ass out. He didn't even see the shit coming, bro. The boy is nasty, man. That boy is nasty, dog. Absolute nasty, bro. So for me, I just can't wait to see what's next for him. We're talking about a 2-division champion now, unified in one division. I want to see him get to 118, and the fight is Junto Nakatani. Those are the only fights left from him from 118 down is Junto Nakatani, and if one of his good friends, Chocolatito, want to get in the ring with him. That's it. If Chocolatito want to get in the ring with him, and if he can get the Junto Nakatani fight, then I just want to see him go to 122 after that and fight Monster anyway, bro. Because it's nothing left for him at 118 down. He done beat all the top names. Like, I'm not interested in Julio Cesar Martinez or the guy that's last name Martinez out of the out of Argentina. Like, those are easy fights for him, in my opinion. I want to see him go get Junto, and I want to see him try to see if he can get Monster, bro. Everybody else, I think, is just food at this point. Those are the only ones where you feel like somebody might have a chance, bro. That's it. That's all, bro. So, for me, great performance. The angles are still there. He finally put on a performance against somebody that don't have a name that he always puts on when he fights people with names. When he fights these guys, like Rung Vasai or Carlos Cuadras or Juan Francisco Estrada. When he fights them, he always shows up and shows out. But when he fights these lower name guys, he's always kind of had subpar performances. So to see him put on a great performance against this fighter that maybe people could say he could overlook or something like that, I like to see what I saw from him, man. So salute to him, man. I can't wait to see what's next for him. Definitely a top pound for pound fighter, man. If you can't give him that, then I would just say watch him fight more, because that boy is special. That boy is different. He gonna be here for a long ass time. 24 years old. He gonna be around kicking people ass at them lower weight classes for a long ass time, man.
Yeah,
that's all I got on it, KQ.
yes, sir. So, but no, one more thing I want to say. I like his maturity. Of course, he can get no, he can let it go to his head. Put it that way. I noticed a lot of these boxers, and I'm talking about the ones that's really, really showing out right now, like Abdullah Mason, Bam Rodriguez. Just take them two examples. All right, they young, they not talking that shit. They're not doing none of that. They doing what they have to do in the ring. They're doing what they have to do in sparring, and they're not talking about sparring like it ain't like it's a fight. They're not doing none of that. They keeping it 100% once they get in that ring. I like that. I want to see that trend. I don't want to see, everybody say everything but let's fight. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear when you got to fight, he got to fight, let's fight, send a contract. Damn well that can't happen. So listen, let's use the common sense, fighters, and start doing things when both of y'all are free. How about that? That makes sense. But I had to tip my hat off to the guys. They having a lot of success, especially Bam Rodriguez, because this young man, he is sitting down on his punches right away. He's not wasting time. He's not saving it for the championship rounds. He going in there and get your ass now, right now. He's not waiting around. And I like that. I like that, and we need more of that in boxing. So that's all I got.
All right, man. We got to talk about Jaron Boots Ennis. Philly. Where y'all at, Philly? Because that boy performance was garbage.
Woo, not garbage. Wow.
What did you think of Jaron Boots Ennis versus Karen? What did you think about what he did in the ring last night?
Now, I will say this. I've been saying this, and not only for Jaron, all these fighters, listen, stop playing around in the damn ring. Go in there and clean your plate before you start, walking wide-legged and this and that, because you gave Karen a second chance. And guess what? He got some confidence. And with that confidence comes with what? An overhand right that he was hitting you with. That's why your eye was swollen. That's why it was bumped up on the left side. Now, ESPN gave you a C+. They put that performance. Now, that's ESPN or the Zone. Zone. The Zone gave you a C+. Those your guys. They gave you a C+. I gave you a B. Because you weathered the storm. You wrestled for 12 rounds. You should have come at the end of that stick. That's what you should have done. And now Karen came in. And I'm going to tell you, Knockout, I told everybody in the chat this. When Karen started using his damn angles, when he started stepping around and doing this and that.
He had great footwork in the first fight, but he used his footwork more aggressively in this fight. He said, I'm coming to fight. Y'all got me fucked up.
Man, I know.
He said, y'all, I'm coming to fight. Y'all got me fucked up. Talking about I'm going to run again. Y'all got me fucked up. I'm coming to fight. Fuck
man. And I think Booth wasn't ready for that, right? Because Karen was stepping around and he was like, bam, with the right hand, in the clinch, bam, with the right hand, right in front of Harvey Dock. So Booth, sometimes, he was doing unnecessary movement. And I don't know where he's getting that from, but Bozy was in his ass. He was in that ass last night. What are you doing? What you doing? Because he fought the wrong fight last night with Karen. and Cam was getting that encouragement when he started landing. And then you got the zone replaying him landing, So I mean, Boots, I think I gave him a B, because he weathered the storm. He did wrestle with Karen. He tried to refuse to clinch, but then again, you can't complain to the ref. You can't complain. You got to keep on fighting. You got to keep on keeping on, but you keep stopping. Telling the ref, he holding on to me. Stop. Will you stop? No, dude, listen. And this is why I say, stop comparing him to Terrence Crawford, y'all. Stop comparing him to Terrence Crawford. They are two different fighters. They got two different styles. They got two different records. So I mean, yes, similarities are there, but they are not the same. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Terrence Crawford, he would have did something a little bit different because he's a little bit stronger. So, but still in all, Ennis, he should have kept him at the end of the stick and then fight him on the outside. But Cam got smart this fight. He closed the gap. He didn't get a Boost a chance to open up on him. So, but I mean, I didn't like his performance at all. We had problems with the first fight, and this fight really is worse than the first fight. If you want to be honest with it, So, like I say, stop clowning and let's get serious. So
yeah, I think him and his entire team had a horrible night last night. So number one, Boots is too goddamn athletic. He's too gifted for his defense to be so goddamn trash. Like that's the glaring issue for me is the punches that he was taking and his inability to get out the way of shots and see shots coming. Like his inability to have any kind of defense against Karen was absolute garbage. Like, bro, he in that bitch taking straights. He couldn't get out the way of a left hook. The straights was coming down the middle, and he wouldn't react to the shit until he got hit with it, bro. Like, it's something wrong with his eyes, bro. He too damn athletic to be running around this bitch getting hit so goddamn easy, bro. That was number one. That shit was crazy. Number two, bro. What was Bozy doing? Bozy's instruction was get him out of here. Go get him out of here. You sound like Teofimo Sr. You sound like Teofimo Sr. in the corner, bro. What happened to the instructions? What happened to how he's supposed to get him out of there? You getting mad saying get him out of there, get him out of there. So you letting him know you're not happy with his performance, but you're not telling him how to get him out of there. You just said walk to him, get him out of there. The fuck you mean?
Right.
The fuck are you talking about, bro?
I'm trying.
Yeah, like I'm trying, but how do I do it? What do I do? How do I get him out this motherfucker? So I thought the corner's performance was bad. I think Boots has a problem with his eyes, KQ. Like when he was doing, like I'm a huge Boots guy, and that's why I'm being harsh with my critique or my analysis of the fight. When he was fighting David Avenese, I was like, nah, bro, he being aggressive. You gonna take some shots when you going to get a motherfucker out of there. When you going to get somebody out of there, you gonna take shots. Now I'm watching him against Karen. I'm like, does he not see these bitches? Because he's too fast to be getting hit with this shit, bro.
Right.
He's way too fast to be getting hit with this shit and not see it coming. So people saying he might wear glasses and all that shit. I don't know, bro. I just know it looked like he couldn't see shit coming, bro. He couldn't see shit coming, bro. Like at all, fam. Like he could not see any of them punches coming. And the way he could, because once he would react to it after he got hit, like, oh, you didn't see that shit. He didn't get caught in the middle of like trying to react to the punches. He got caught. He reacted after he had already got caught. So defense was garbage, bro.
Yeah,
was garbage. Corner was garbage. He gotta clean up his defense, bro. And I don't know if that means stop with all the herky-jerky shit, trying to roll with shots and go more into a high guard and catch and shoot where you can see shit coming better and you can kind of compensate for the fact that your eyes are maybe not as good as people thought. Or if that means staying behind your jab more and using your length more, because when he was working the jab is nasty, but he got too many tools and he's too good to be able to have that bad of a performance against somebody the caliber of Karen. So I wasn't impressed at all, bro. I thought that he put on a horrible performance. That's just my take on it, man. So can he see? Can he not see? I'll leave that for him and his daddy and everybody in the chat saying he wore glasses. I didn't even know he wore glasses. I just know what I'm glasses. Yeah, I just know what I'm looking at in the ring, and I was looking at a fighter that couldn't see shit coming at him. Now, I will say this: that motherfucker got a beard. He got a chin on him. He got a chin on him. I hate that I know he got a chin. I hate that I know he got a chin because his ass be getting hit like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
He got a chin on him though. Yeah. But I just think he's too gifted offensively to struggle that much defensively. He need to go to the lab. His next camp don't need to be none but defense, bro. None but defense. Get that shit fixed. Get that shit worked on. Because as you step up in competition, specifically if you talking about going to 154, listen, bro. You go to 154. You can't have that type of defense. Shit gonna be all bad for you real quick against somebody that people think you're supposed to walk through, and you're gonna get fucked up. You get in there with that type of defense with Sirha Bahachuk. Yeah, get in there with that defense against Sirha Bahachuk and see what the fuck goes on in that fight, bro. He gonna have to get that shit. He gonna have to get that shit together, man. But overall, I wasn't impressed. I can't wait to see him fight again, though, because it was an entertaining fight. I wasn't impressed with the performance. Now, I gotta ask you this, KQ.
Mm-hmm.
Terrence Bud Crawford had something to say about Jaron Boots in his performance.
Oh, did he?
He tweeted at Jaron Ennis. He says, "I didn't see the fight, but I heard about it. He said at Jaron Boots Ennis, I didn't see the fight, but I heard about it. Stay focused and keep working on your craft. Okay. Every night's not going to be the same. Never get too comfortable in this game if you're trying to get to the mecca of the sport. Stay on your mission because all it takes is one slip up." What do you think of those comments from Terrence Bud Crawford to Jaron Boots Ennis?
Hey, man, no, that was cool. You know, they've been going back and forth for a couple years now. And yeah, for Terrence to say that was encouraging because Terrence been in the game for a while. And coming from him to Boots, I mean, I think that means a lot to Boots. And of course, I give him encouragement to get back in the gym and correct some things, a lot of things, you know. So, but I think Terrence wasn't trying to be funny or nothing like that. I think he just meant what he was saying. That's all, you know.
Okay. Y'all falling for this shit. Picasso, no evidence. KQ, y'all falling for this bullshit, bro. That is petty, classic Terrence Bud Crawford behavior, bro. Why didn't he type this to Boots after David Avenesian? Why didn't he type this shit to Boots after Romain Villa? Why didn't he give Boots this advice when they were face to face when Bud was about to fight Madrimov? No, he waited for the young man to look like shit. He waited for the young man to look like trash and then gave him some fake ass advice trying to sun his ass, bro. He's trying to sun Boots, bro.
Oh,
like, nigga, if you trying to get to where I'm at, this is what you got to do. This is how you got to do it. This is what's going on. Like, nigga, I'm big bro. I'm your fucking father. He trying to son him, bro. That's why he did that shit. I'd be willing to bet drink more water. Sir Senior, any Bud Crawford fan, if Boots would have went in that bitch and stomped out Karen, you wouldn't have got that tweet. If he would have whooped Karen ass and stopped him and fucked him up, Bud Crawford would not have tweeted that tweet out, bro. That was classic, petty, passive-aggressive, grimy, underhanded Bud Crawford 101. That's exactly what that was. And you fell for it, KQ. You fell for this shit. I knew I said I'm gonna ask him about this shit because he probably gonna fall for this shit. And y'all fell for that shit, bro. That is classic. That is classic Bud Crawford, bro. That is classic, like, I'm gonna shit on you by giving you advice that you didn't ask for type shit. Like, he didn't ask you for no advice. He didn't ask you for shit.
Come on, KO. I mean,
bro.
The villain can turn into a mentor, man.
Nah, bro. He wasn't trying to mentor shit. If he was trying to mentor shit, he don't know how to. He don't know how to get in touch with him, so don't nobody see it but Boots. He can't get Boots' phone number and call him. Gillian Wallow don't got Boots' phone number to give to Terrence Bud Crawford. He had to do it in front of the world on Twitter for everybody to see that shit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Y'all be falling for that bullshit, bro. Not me. Not me. He couldn't DM the nigga. He couldn't get his phone number. No, he had to show the whole world at Jaron Boots Ennis. Look, man, keep your head up. Keep your head up, dog. If you're trying to get to the Mecca, you could all end in one night.
Yeah, man, you fucked up tonight, man, but don't worry about it. You cool, right? Don't worry, you get hit all night long, but don't worry, you're all right.
You got that right, Drake. You got that right. And I admit it. I admit it, goddamn it. You know I'm right, though. You know that nigga was being petty.
Man,
acting like he giving advice. Why you ain't just reach out to him behind the scenes, bro? Niggas,
I'm like,
nah, yeah, you fell for that shit. You fell for that shit. Y'all don't be falling for that bullshit. He's shitting on that man. Cause you know that. Listen, bro. Put yourself in Boot shoes, man.
I know.
Put yourself in Boot shoes. You just had this horrible ass. I meant Avanesian drink. You just had this horrible ass performance. Everybody is, you know what I mean, shitting on you right now. And then the one person that they've been tying you to, you got to look on Twitter and see this motherfucker publicly basically telling you, yeah, I heard that fight was trash, and I didn't even watch that shit. How you gonna give advice? So you taking hearsay, bro? You giving advice on a fight you didn't even see? What if you watched the fight you thought he did good? Hell nah, bro. Y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping, dog. I ain't got time for this shit, man. Sir Senior and fucking drink more water. Y'all know that man. That man was shitting on Boots indirectly.
Man.
Damn, man. KQ, you fell for the banana fight, man. With no goddamn advice. He could have reached out to that motherfucker behind the scenes. No, let me publicly give you some advice you didn't ask for.
Man.
You know what? Since you think that's good, KQ, I'm gonna go live tomorrow night and I'm just gonna publicly start giving you advice on how to do your channel. I'm gonna go live tomorrow and I'm just gonna be like, yo, KQ, this is what you need to do. See, the bees like that sometimes. What you should do is you need to do this, you need to do that. Man, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? First of all, KO, you got my number. Why ain't you just call me?
Right.
You want to give me some advice.
Right.
Bro. That's all I got on it, though, man. I'm gonna leave Bud alone, bro. I'm gonna leave Bud alone. But he was shitting on me. You know,
I just thought he was just showing him some love, man, and trying to give him some grown-up advice, big brother advice, and you know, but yeah, you're right, because he didn't say nothing about David Amnesia. You know, he didn't say nothing about when he got him out of there real quick. You know, I didn't hear nothing but crickets. You know, so yeah, you might be right.
Yeah, man. All right, last topic. Somebody was at the fight of Jaron Boots Ennis, and his name was Lamont Roach, KQKC. Lamont Roach popped out to Philly, and he was at the fight. And Fight Hype caught up to Lamont Roach, KQ. And guess what?
What's that?
Lamont Roach said that the Tank Davis fight is definitely happening, and that it's going to be happening in January.
Okay, where?
And that he don't know if they're fighting in Houston, but they're definitely fighting in January. But the venue might be moved to DC. But the fight is on. Now, Tank Davis also deleted all his social media, as he always does here lately when he's getting ready for a fight. But we got a lot of people like Rick Glazer talking about PBC ain't got no money. Tank Davis is asking for more than what PBC can pay. And we got Lamont Roach saying the fight is fucking done and it's signed, sealed, and delivered, and that he is definitely fighting Tank Davis. What do you think of the news that Lamont Roach gave us last night?
Well, it's some good news. It shut a lot of people up. A lot of people that's out there giving wrong information. It shut a lot of people up. They're saying that that fight is not gonna happen. They canceled that fight. Tank gonna fight somebody else later on down the line when they get available. You know who you are. You know content creators who you are. No, I'm not gonna call your name out, not today, because I'm from Chicago and we don't let you know when we coming, because what we coming. All right. But one thing about it is that shows you. That shows you sometimes you gotta wait. All right. Sometimes you gotta wait and let's see what happens. Now, I will say this, knockout.
Yeah.
Houston, I don't have nothing against Houston. I like Houston. What I hear about, I never been there, but I like my guy Ronnie Shields, but man, I think that fight would be best to have it in DC or Baltimore, the DMV area. I would love to see it there. The hometown guy versus his hometown nemesis. I mean they know each other, and and you got the DMV area behind them. So but still in all, no matter what, like I tell everybody, Tank is fighting in January, all right, or February, but I think January. But be happy he's fighting at all. Because some people are always trying to come up with some shit. Well, he should go up to 140, KQ. He should go to 140 because there's people available there. Shakur Stevenson. He's supposed to fight Tank. I heard the other day, Gomez from Golden Boy. He said Shakur didn't want to fight. What you call
Zepeda.
Right. And then Shakur said, no, that's a lie. No, they said that he was having a baby and that he wants some time with his family and his new baby, and then they can fight in possibly January or February. So and Gomez said no, that's not true. Shakur didn't want to fight. Now, I do know it's a baby, but I don't know who's telling the truth or not. So I don't know. But I do know that the patient did have a child. Now, did he want that time off with the child? I don't know. But people start lying and wait until you hear the truth. So like Elder, all right, he came in my chat yesterday. He said that, hey, look, Josh Taylor's moving up to 147.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. So but please, wait till you know for sure before you start saying shit. Cause we got clickbaiters out there, and y'all know who y'all are. I don't even matter of fact, you know who you are. Nobody you have to call your name out, but it is what it is. But I think Lamont Roach did the right thing. Look, this fight gonna happen. All right, this fight gonna happen. Nobody gonna change Tank mind. Tank gonna fight him. So
Hell
but
yeah, he
no,
need to fight him. He ain't been in the ring since June. He need to
right.
fight at the end of this year, early next year. So then we can probably get him 3 times in fucking 2025. He fight in January, he can fight in the summertime, and then he can fight in the end of the year, assuming don't nobody pull out of negotiations, don't nobody duck, he can get back in the ring. But as far as on this specific topic, I reported to you guys almost a month ago now when we first started hearing that the fight might be postponed. My sources informed me that they were looking to fight January 11th in Washington, D.C. if they couldn't get the venue issues resolved with Houston, with the Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. And if you look at the calendar, that's going to look like it's coming right to fruition. The fact that Lamont Roach said they fighting in January, realistically, I need everybody to understand if you're making plans, it can only be 3 dates. They either going to fight January 11th, January 18th, or January 25th, because those are the only 3 days in January that make sense on a Saturday. The only other Saturday in January, the only other Saturday in January that makes sense will be January the 4th, and I don't think they're going to be fighting on the 4th. I think that's too close to the holidays. So I was told that if they couldn't get everything done for December 14th in Houston, that the fight could move to January 11th in Washington, D.C. So the date might be wrong, but I might end up having an accurate report on the fight being moved to D.C. And I told you guys this 2 or 3 weeks ago. But I'm glad that Lamont Roach confirmed that the fight is still on with all the misinformation being told around. And if you just know Tank Davis and you follow the sport of boxing, you know that it typically means something when he deletes his social media accounts. I believe he did it. I don't think he did it for Frank Martin, but I do believe I saw him do it for Ryan Garcia, if memory serves me correctly. Somebody else can correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but this is not the first time that he had a fight coming up that he deleted all his social media accounts. So we'll see what's going on. But for me, I'm excited that he's going to be back in the ring. I'm excited that we had a great weekend of boxing. We got William Zepeda taking on Tevin Farmer this weekend, KQ. That's going to be a great fight to see how Zepeda might potentially look against Shakur Stevenson, another southpaw that fights in the slick style. So boxing is looking up, man. I just hope we get the official announcement. Everybody can know where it is. So we can know, so guys like Drink More Water can go to the fight if it's in DC, or we can get to the fight from here if it's in Houston and shit. So I'm just ready for one of the faces of boxing, one of the biggest stars in boxing, to get back in the ring. So I was excited with what Lamont Roach had to say yesterday. And I'm excited that we got Kean Davis, KQ, coming back, not coming back, but coming into the limelight. And I just find it very odd that, and we didn't get to talk about it, but Shakur Stevenson seems happy to have Kean Davis usurp him and become the guy that everybody's talking about, Tank fighting, and not Shakur Stevenson anymore. So I think that's very interesting that Shakur ain't got no problem with Kean jumping the line and getting all this push to fight Gervonta Tank Davis, because I thought that was supposed to be Shakur Stevenson fight. You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's really all I got on it, man. You got anything else?
No, that's all I have on it, man. That's it.
Yep. All right, when you gonna be live, man?
Okay, I'm gonna take a couple of days off, man. I'm tired, man. I'm too nice to calling fights, and I'm gonna be back live Wednesday morning at 11:00 a.m.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all can catch me live tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I got a Tank Davis video uploading to the channel right now, so y'all be sure to go over there and check that out. And everybody, good luck to your football teams this weekend. Lord knows we need the luck because we've been trash. Now, I ain't been reading the thesaurus, Big Supreme. I just got a big brain and a good vocabulary, bro. Don't do me like that, man. But shout out to KQ. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Miss KO. KQ, yes, I appreciate you, man. Another great show. We'll catch y'all next time, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate everybody in the Cash App and the Super Chat. Thank you all. You all have a good day and keep your head on the swivel, y'all. I'm out. Peace.
This song is dedicated to all those ballers out there and all those hustlers and just people out there just getting their money on, you know what I'm saying? To all of you haters, just remember this. I'm living it up, y'all.